Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I uploaded my last video here on YouTube, but I've been to Barcelona for almost 2 weeks for the EPD and then focused a bit on my own online grind as well. But here I'm back with another Play and Explain with many big spots towards the end, so stay tuned and have fun. So we play in the morning pool again. Might be a bit more raggish, but we will see. Start with kings. This is obviously a pure 4-bet, those positions, and we are happy to get it in. On this structure I play overbet or check, so I will check this hand. So I already say I have a very strong hand on flop basically, and then mix in some bluffs, of course. Versus the probe. Let's see if I have some hands on this guys. On this guy. I mean, my checkback range is very well protected here, but I'm not sure if he knows that. So yeah, I core once and then fort the river. Five for suited here is also pretty close. If there was a recreational in the blind somewhere, I would have opened. And here check 7. I gonna muck. As said, I have very many strong hands here. With pocket fours here on table 2, if the big blind recreational guy would have been deeper, I would definitely flat. Yeah, I still think flatting is okay. He also seems, from the few hands I have, very passive, so don't have to be afraid to get squeezed too often. And here I already fold on table 2. Table 1 here I also play overbet or check in theory. Here we're playing against recreational, so yeah, theory is whatever. But still our hand is very strong and just go like for a free E sizing. Try to get it in on the river. Table 2, pocket 4 is a little bit too weak as well in this reg structure. Yeah, so 2E on the turn and shove the river. Queen 8, looks like this guy is a little passive, so I'm gonna open it. Otherwise I would fold it versus a good opponent. And we're getting punished. Table 2 here, I will start with a check. And table 1, do I have anything on this guy? Yeah, I guess I bet myself. I don't expect to get too many forts, but when we face a bet, it's kinda hard to defend this hand, but it still has some equity, so I prefer betting myself, and here was the raise, then I'm out. And table 2 I hope to win. Yeah, on the few guys, on the few hands I have, it looks pretty passive. And he also chose a bigger size, which is mostly a bit more towards value from recreationals. But still, they often don't go too thin for value, so I wouldn't expect like something weaker than a king, so I core. That's, yeah, so basically a recreational is often polarizing here already to like king or stronger or like air. And so yeah, can't be too bad to call. Here on table 2 we will 3-bet this hand. 3-bet, cold 4-bet or squeeze, whatever this guy in the small blind does. Again, like in the last video, I will cut out boring parts where we are mostly just folding. So don't wonder if there are some small cuts in the video. King queen suited here. In theory, you can mix call and 3-bet. Maybe on 200 zoom, you could make an argument for 3-betting only. And here I roll pretty high with ace king. That's why I mix in some calls here as well in these strong positions. And now we just try to check it down. We block all the many suited 9x, like all ace 9 and king 9 suited. So I shouldn't have too many 9x. Yeah, this is an easy call. And we should have the best hand here like always. Because I don't think that people on 200 will like put the 9x if they have such, like 10-9 suited in the small sizing. And he had pocket sixes, okay. Another ace king. This time we 3-bet. And again, we'll get it in if he 4-bets. On this texture, I play half pot or check. And yeah, I think we can have a pretty high frequency bet. Um, hmm. Don't really know this guy. Here I 3-bet. It's gonna be a mix in theory. I roll pretty high. I have plenty of other bluffs here, of course. King, queen, queen 10, ace. Like, yeah, this is just my strongest, like, non-pair hand, so definitely gets into the check for frequency. And yeah, now I check as well on river. We sometimes even win, but not often. Nice. Here on table 1, I play small bet or check, and yeah, start with start betting the nuts. But obviously this happens quite a bit, the defaults, because we block a lot of the board. And table 2 we indeed won versus ace queen suited. Nice. And this guy, yeah, looks like a standard rag, so I roll low, that's why I 4-bet. 3-bet. And we roll very low, so we start with a small c-bet on a pretty good board for our range, because you also like 3-bet a lot of offsuit king x in those positions. And table 1, I also start with a 3-bet. Bit deeper here. And we're flopping pretty well today. Um, yeah, again, on this texture, I play half pot or check. King 4, bit too weak, as said. King 5 is like the bottom. Or King 7. And bing, bing, bing. We hit the nuts. Yeah, my sizing on turn here gonna be 75. And yeah, I will get a ton of forward here because yeah, his draws are not drawing too well on like a paired board here. Most draws at least, and we block the whole board. Somehow he cores, which is great. Because I think now, wait, let me look at table 2 first. Thinking about my sizing, I think I think I bet small here. And yeah, now I even think that we get a core maybe on table 1. Let's hope it's not ace-10. Yeah, cooler for him. But once he cores the turn and then like this river comes, like the ace diamond, I expect to get cored quite frequently. Because, yeah, I think the turn call is already pretty strong. Okay, table 2 here. Checks is pretty close. Might be a mix in theory. I roll 92. Yeah, which is like high is passive for me, so I fold this time. Have to watch out that you like, because it feels like some people are just blindly always cold 4-betting checks in most positions. But yeah, you have to be careful if the positions get pretty strong. Checks get into the muck quite frequently actually. Here on table 1 now we are very deep with the button guy. So we yeah, now we get pretty good pot odds with the fish involved as well, so I call here. And yeah, it's not our flop this time. Can't always flop the nuts. Check 9 here, I gonna free bet. Table 1 he checks back, but still our hand, yeah. I just give up here. Without any equity. Yeah, size up slightly because we are a bit deeper. And yeah, I will, like he checks back on an ace-high board. Might have a lot of like pocket pairs between tens and kings. We block some, but still. We have no club as well. I just check and lose. But I guess he bets a lot anyways now. Ace at suited here, again, as said, like, is a mix for me, like, if I play higher stakes. Actually, the small blind guy, I'm not even sure if it's a reg anymore, and I roll like mediocre. I flat this time. But as said, you can also play free bet only here. And I start with a check back. Turn some equity. Here just size up versus the recreational, being deeper as well. We were 95 on table 1. So yeah, I also wanna have flushes in my like check back range here. That's why do it this time. And we get court 4-bet here. Again, I think it's a mix. And we roll 85. Let's see if I have some 4-bet stats on this guy. As said, I don't play this board too often, so I don't have too many stats. Yeah, I roll 85 as said. That's why I call this time. And now we basically have to hope for ace king, some ace queen, but we block those. Otherwise, it starts with a check. I roll 1. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I get check shoved here. But yeah, we have enough equity. So I just bet small and call it off. Although once he shoves, it's not great. Once he check calls, I mean, can still be like ace king, or he can also like on this kind of board check aces kings. Kings he will probably check shove a lot, I guess, or bet. Yeah. I wonder what's best here. I'm not that familiar with like this card forward boards where it checks. Sometimes I see like two E sizings here, but I'm not sure if that's also the spot to do so. Might have been just ace king, I guess. If I get check shaft, yeah. We are not doing great, but we call it off. But yeah, I gonna review this hand. As said, it's yeah a very rare spot that someone called 4-bets and not c-bet, so I'm not exactly sure what to do there in position. Mostly their check call ranges are not protected enough, so yeah, it's either aces I think, or yeah, something worse than I have. Here on table 2, this hand is a check, a mix between call and raise. I roll high-ish, so I call this time. Again, you need nuts in both. Like if the king comes, you also need some nuts in the check call range. Here has two recreationals. I mean, queen 8 off is pretty bad. Yeah, I think I mark it even versus min open. And here on table 2, this might be a very low frequency call. Again, so that he can't like abuse you very hard on the king river. But we rolled 50 and yeah, that's where I'm gonna fold. Ace queen suited here was a short stack. Yeah, I free bet. I have no hands on him. I guess we have to get it in. Maybe I shouldn't have sized down then. And just stay with my bigger size. Okay, that's a great flop again. So we start with a very small bet and hope to induce something. Could also check maybe. Yeah, unfortunately I don't know the guy. Yeah, I can't be too bad. It's both is fine, I guess. Yeah, okay, this is great. What the fuck, man. Yeah, so the induce worked pretty well. Yeah, it's actually pretty funny actually. Mostly they have at least some kind of potential with the hand, but this hand is drawing pretty thin on this board. Okay, core from MP is very surprising. From a what I think a regular guy. Here just started with a small bet. A very nice spot for this guy to squeeze. Fortunately, I don't really know him. Hmm. I think when there's so much in the pot, I would shove already a lot. If I have ace king here, I for sure shove and also some pocket pairs. Yeah, I I don't want to shove ace queen off, so I fold. Maybe you could also like because whatever, nobody gonna find out anyways. You could just 4-bet non-all in size with this hand because aces. I would probably not shove neither, so it's not like we have only fold bluffs here. Table 2 we check back for this roll. Gonna check back a lot anyways with this hand. Table 1 here now when the like potential reggish guy cold calls. I'm not sure if I wanna look at this guy. Yeah, for the minute my call, you could think it's close between squeezing and calling. He looks pretty tight, so yeah, maybe the call is better. Pretty easy session so far. Not many tough spots. I mean, I have to say mostly on 200. People also don't put you in too many tough spots. But yeah, today also like in theory, the spots have been pretty easy so far. Again, unfortunately, don't really know this guy. Otherwise, this hand probably mixes in theory. I end up folding here. Table 2, he rolled 87 now, so yeah, gonna be a check anyways. Don't know what his cold calling range looks like. Probably a lot of like pocket pairs. I mean, with this size, we have an easy core. But yeah, we don't expect to win a lot, but yeah, we also don't have to win a lot to make it a profitable core. Check 7 here, a bit too weak. 10-7 gets in there with 3 bets and cores. Table 2, we can range bet here for 25. Very good board for our range. Table 1 here, this is gonna be a mix. A low, I think lowish free bet, lowish frequency free bet. We are pretty deep here. And easy fold now. Yeah, and this hand never wanna probe, so check again. And just, yeah, accept that I'm losing. And now, I think hearts wanna bluff the most. And we have a lot of garbage here. He also checks back on like a queen ace board. Like if he has nothing, he mostly uh, steps, I guess. So yeah, I just give up. And table 2 here, we gonna core. And we have a royal flush draw. Let's try to chase and hit it. Ooh. Let's hope that he doesn't have us crushed with a boat. Pretty small free bet. A6 is not very nice though. And he's pretty short. Yeah, looks like he doesn't free bet a lot, so I'm gonna let it go. Here on turn, I think my sizing. Yeah, I think I play half pot and then just jam river. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I mean, if he has a speed, then nice hand. But yeah, I'm very surprised that. Oh, okay, now we might get away. Okay, now I check. So, I mean, I gonna check back, but I just wonder what he has. May, hmm, yeah, I'm really confused. Okay, okay. Yeah, nice hand. So, pretty surprised to see this hand, honestly. Yeah, he tried. I'm here on table 1. Yeah, ace queen is basically too strong and too weak to 4-bet in those positions. It just gets called. And you like then 4-bet ace king and ace check, ace 10. And now, yeah, I start with a core. King is not great. He turns kings now. I mean, ace king has us crushed already, so in that regards, like the king is good because he has less often as king. Now checks get there as well. I think blocking is good. There's like king queen, king 10 stuff, weaker ace x. Betting bigger is too thin already, in my opinion, and if he raises, yeah, I'm probably out. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what he had. Okay, ace 3. Pretty standard. Let's see for how long we are recording already. Okay, I guess it's time to sit out. Short but juicy session. Pretty easy one as well. Let's see if we get some last spots. Yeah, and here, wait, table 1, I can mix in some cores as well, especially if the green player in the blind. Yeah, people just under free bet from big blind, so I just and he also choose a bigger size, so I end up folding. Table 1, I start with a check back, and we'll do the same on turn, I guess. And I will just check it down if he lets me. Um, hmm. He says he has like a 10 a lot here now. I mean the queen in diamond blocks a lot of bluffs as well. If he has maybe some queen check with a diamond, king queen with a diamond. Yeah, I end up folding. Yeah, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed it and see ya in the next video.